Hello, lovely peoples. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Ghana GH Electrical Engineer. Once again, as you can see right here with me, I have a solar panels, well installed, really neat. You can see, and the brand, the brand of the solar panel is a natural power, natural power water heater. And this solar panel, I think we have two solar panels. We have a vibrator. This is the one that is a vibrator tube, and they have another one which is have a direct flow tap, a direct flow tap. So this is why we have here right me is a vibrated water heater. The name is Natural Power, as you can see it down below. Yes, we have already installed them. So today we are going to learn a little bit more about the solar panel today. Those who doesn't know how a solar panel system works, and the futures, something that they need to know, because people are in terms to build, people are in the process of building, so they'll at least have a little ideas, have a little education, have a little informative about this. So we already installed them, the hot inlet and the outlet of the hot water. We have already installed them. Today I'm going to explain all of them for you to have a little ideas how the solar system is work. Before I just do that, before I will do that, I want you to know about how we install them, because the solar panel have a couple of features how you install them. Before you install this solar panel, you need to have access to a professional. Please have access to professional. If you don't have a professional plumber, I would rather advise you to let the company install for them. But Ghana GH, I told you your electrician work, your plumbing work, your electrical work, your swimming pool, we do all of them. So installing this is really easy for us. So a couple of clients that we install for them. I think one of them told me I should do a recovery video for people out there to know, for my good people out there to know how a solar water heater system works. May people knew about solar system is uh, electric heater, electric water heater. You can see it on your screen. We have electric water heater. Sometimes you can find it on your washroom, or sometimes you may find it behind your washroom as well. People doesn't like it at all. What they want is that they have something hideable, something invisible, something that they can put it where people will not see, so that they can have their lovely houses. They enjoy their washroom as well. So this is a solar water heater. We have two of them. This one is a normal. It doesn't have. There is something that this one we have two of them, and different manufacturer as well. So this one, it doesn't come with a what do you call it, a controller. The one that comes with a controller, you can see it when you are in your downstairs, your upstairs. You can see them, the temperature, how much it have heated, the how much the temperature is. You can see all of them. You can notice this, but this is a little bit different. This one you cannot see the temperature. There is no anything that the power sources temperature and all that. So after that, because of we are not coming from the apprentice, we learn a little bit about technical in the plumbing work. We can able to see how much the pressure that it goes with the gravity to serve the water heater as well. So before we do that, please let us go a little bit to know how this water heater works. This solar water heater, how does it work? Let us go back a step by step to see. Before we just do that, let us explain for people to know a little bit how the flames. We have a flames. We have a couple of flames. These flames right here. Okay, guys, you see this one is a flamed. So this flame, we call it front transversal pole. Front transversal pole. You need to check all of them where they are way. And this one, they call it a front support. A front support. All of them have a technical. And you can come here, right here, to this pole is a support tube. they support you. It support this tube all over this tube. It support them as well. So and this one is a physician's fort. Physician fort. We mounted this on the roof, and make sure you mount it very well without leaking. We will glue it. We glue it all over here. This time I think the physician fort, we already glued it very soft glue. This is not normal glue. It's really a glue for the roofing as well. You need to contact them for very expensive glue for the roofing as well. So if right here too, there is another one. This one is a little bit technical. This one we call it vacuum tube. Vacuum tube. Vacuum tube. So you can see right there. And this is a tank. You see, it's a tank. It's a water tank as well. A water tank as well. I know it's a little bit technical to you. So this is a tank. You can see a water tank as well. Okay, let's go how it does it work. How does it work? If you see something like this is a glass, and this glass there is another glass in, so it's made up of two glasses. In this glass there must be another glass inside this, and that glass it have inner glass inside, or inner conductor inside. That conductor transfer from this side all the way to the tank, transfer from this side. So in this glass, technically you can see this glass that you're talking about, there's another glass inside. That glass, that glass inner, there must be a conductor. The conductor is almost do a whole lot of the transfer, generate the heat. Conductor always generate the heat. That is why I educated people, when you build, trying to make a protection to your wiring as well, because every single conductor generate heat as well. So in this there must be another glass, which is another glass, called it evaporated glass as well. And that glass, the inner must be a tube. That tube is made up of the conductor. The conductor always generate heat. It's always generate heat. So if the sun rise up, the sun rise up, when it rise up, this one heated the make the water come more heat, come more heat. So let's talk about it so that you can more understand about what exactly that I'm saying. You can see right here, there is a certain conductor here. That conductor, when the sun rise, this conductor over there must be alcohol over there. There must be alcohol. So when the sun rise to a certain temperature, that alcohol heat, that alcohol is inside. You can't see them. It's a big, technically you cannot see them. That alcohol rise to becoming a gas. That gas transfer all the way up to the tank, all the way up to the tank. That and that tank, there must be something manifold. Something manifold inside this tank is a big technical manifold inside this tank. That manifold is made up with a couple of what do you call cold water around it, because the cold water is coming from here and add and go around with that manifold. That manifold get support from this tube, evaporated tube from here, and get support from there. That support will heat that alcohol all the way from down and transfer when they made the hot hand made the alcohol change into the liquid. That liquid transfer all the way from up here and go to the manifold and heat. It heat the warm, let me say, the cold water to becoming a hot water as well. So all of them, all of this one here will do the same. Will do the same retaliations. Will do the same retaliations so that you can get your hot water in this tank. So in simplest means, here there must be alcohol over here, and that alcohol, naturally you can see them. That alcohol will heat to becoming a gas. That gas will transfer all the way here to the tank. There must be under this tank there must be something, we call it manifold. Manifold is support about this one. That manifold, there must be a cold water coming from your poly tank or anywhere. It might be coming from your poly tank to this tank. That manifold all the way around have to be a cold water. That cold water, this gas will heat. Generally, gas come with a little big heatable. So a heat dam, it heat it to becoming a hot water that deliver into your house. Like I said, this is where the alcohol. In this glass, there is another glass, which is that inner. There must be a conductor, and that conductor contain at least contain electric heat, a conduct heat. That heat when the sun heats in this glass, definitely to get into the conductor. That conductor, there is a alcohol inside. That alcohol change. I think is a little bit technical. It changed to becoming gas, and the gas goes away to the inner field. At the inner field, that inner field, there must be a provision of the cold water. That cold water, it heated that cold water to becoming hot. Or all these glasses will do the same. We will retaliate the same when they retaliate the same, that make the cold water to becoming too much hot, too much hot. So I think it's really simple as it. So some people may ask this question: if the alcohol change into the gas and then it goes to the manifold, and then what happening? Because the alcohol will not come up again when the cold water heat it to its own temperature that this tank may have it. Then that gas will drop back, will drop back. Simply means it will drop back to becoming a liquid here. When you have a liquid, and then it go with the gravity to its own position to becoming the same alcohol as it is. Yes, it's really very simple. When the heat heated back, it come with the it come with the gas, and the gas go with the manifold and heat the manifold. There must be a cold water around it, and it heat the cold water to becoming a hot water. After that, all the cold water change into the hot water, and then the gas drop back to the liquid and go with the gravity to becoming a, a alcohol as it is. It's really simple. It's really simple. And there's something like this need attention, a little bit attention. Okay, let's go to the advantages and disadvantage on this. Advantage is one: you cannot see a mounted electric heater mounted on your washroom. That is one of the advantage. It's very good advantage. Your home will be very luxury. You will enjoy your washroom without see any electric heater mounted on your washroom as well. When you have a solar panel water heater as well, you cannot see any water heater mounted on your washroom. Another one advantage is have a long-term payback. Yes, it is. You have a long-term payback. Imagine a little bit example. When you buy this like 10,000 plus, typically maybe it have a different manufacturers, but this is almost 10,000. And let me say, in the normal home which use electric heater, most of electric heater maybe 4 or 5, and that electric heater cost the person around 100 Ghana cedi or 200 Ghana cedis. Imagine every single month how much are you going to pay. So if you have this solar electric heater, and then within 9 years, 8 years, you have paid this, the entire investment, you have paid this. And then from 9 years to 8 years going, you enjoy your profit on this. If you make a little bit calculations on the people that they are using electric mounted heater or electric heater as well. And this one, they have a two of them. They have a two of them. We have the one that also have electric heater on it. Imagine that you in Africa, West Africa, for instance. Let me use West Africa for example. West Africa, we have a harmattan and we have a rain season. And when it's a harmattan, you can see all over every place is dry, and at the same time, it's really dry, and at the same time, it's a dusty as well. So this, when you get into a rain time, the temperature change. So if it doesn't get any enough heat pressure, and then you can control it by your own controller room when you have the house there. But this one, quite unfortunate, my client, the one that my client go for it, it doesn't have the electric heater. It's only the solar heater as well. So this solar heater, to use it, you must follow the precautions. You must follow the precaution. After that, we come and talk about a little bit plumbing work. This is a plumbing work. So let us talk about this. In this, one advantage is that your home will look so nice, especially your washrooms, and also have a long-term payback. And one thing too is like the maintenance is quite cheap, because of if you have the maintenance, for me it's quite cheap as well. And another one thing is that all the water level, it drop into one single place. Let us talk about disadvantage. Let us talk about disadvantage of this. It means that when you had a problem with this tank, entire house is really shut down from the water heater. If you have a problem with this water heater, entire house is shut down from the water heater. It means that there is no any water heater in anywhere. And also the maintenance is periodically, especially on the Harmattan time, where you can find a place too much dry, too much dusty, especially in West Africa, for instance, too much dusty, and it's really have periodical maintenance. And one more thing, these two, you need to. And another disadvantage is about the use. Everybody who have opportunity to visit your premises, you have to let the person know that to use the washroom, there must be a test. Even yourself, it must be a test, because you don't know how much the sun boiled, or you don't know how much evaporated tube boiled the water in here. So if you wanted to use it, you needed to test it before you use them, because now the one that they have, the upgrade one, you can see it under your screen. You can see how much it boiled to under your screen. But this one, it doesn't have it. So the one thing to do is that you test it before you use them. It's not if you're not that if you wanted to use Java and doesn't know the temperature, you can see it's really deadly. Okay, let's talk about a little quick about the plumbing work. A plumbing work, we can see, because of we are technically engineer, we know how to install. This is a inlet, and the one that is middle of there is an outlet as well. So this one is a cold water coming up. So as you can see, this is a union. You can glue it, you can turn it off, you can peel here and you turn it off. And this is a non-return valve, and this is an overall shutter valve, utility shutter valve, and all the way to here. So this water is coming from directly from the poly tank, and then it supply the tank. And there is another line here, another line here. You can see that line pick up the hot water and go with the gravity. So technically, maybe you may not have a professional plumber, because some of the plumber will not come from a technical side. They're coming from the printer side. Technically, most of the solar water heater may have a very simple, a very acute, keep and simplicity pressure pump, but this is not have it. So in terms of gravity, if I calculate it, their gravity is low, because the power is coming all the way. You have to supply all the way down here, all the way from here to this side. And how we did the connections, how the connections and everything, it means that you look at the plumbing connections, we calculate all of them, and we see that it. So based on the plumbing form, you can see in this one we have a connection. We have overall stopcock over there. So if you wanted to shout the whole entire house, the whole hot water, and then there is a connections over this place that you can use to set up all the whole connections, the water flowing, the hot connection flowing into the whole entire house. In this one, we are thinking to install the automatic pump over here, a small automatic pump over here, so that I can pump the hot water, go with the very gravity to the showers and all that. We don't want a situation whereby the hot water is dropping a little bit. We don't want that, because technically how we do the plumbing connections, basically when we do a couple of calculations, we can realize that the water is will go, but not much gravity. You can see the water line we have here under this area. So the water comes from all the way from this side, go to the corner there, it direct to this side, come back here, and all the way. And you can see the connection down below, pass through here and go through the whole the solar panel. It's not all that finished. Some goes here all the way to this tab, and go to the connections. So within that line, and also this is a cold water. A cold water come with the inlet, and the hot water goes to the home with a very gravity. So within this, we will at least call the owner and then discuss whether we can get a small pump, and put it around here. We can already make the provisions. These are provisions. You can see this cable is it's a provision for a certain plumbing design over there. And at the same time, we have made a cable, the provision for the small pump that we are going to put it under the solar panels as well. I hope that guy, this is quite useful to you. Subscribe, make a comment, anything. Make a comment. You can engage yourself to the Ghana GH electrical engineer, your electrician work, your plumbing work, your swimming pool, anything concerning the electrical and plumbing. You can contact us at Ghana GH electrical engineer. Guys, once again, Yebeshia, I see you next time.